crafters, this is Paulette in Missouri, and I want to show a quick little tutorial of a fun project that I did for the ladies at card class. There's a lot of new ladies at the card class that I attend, and I don't know their names and they don't know my name, and I just thought it would be fun. I like to do a little treat now and then for the ladies at card class, and I hadn't done any in a while, so I bought these little badge sets at my Walmart, and they come in a package of 12. The clips are separate, and then the badge itself is separate. A couple bucks for each. I wished I'd have got the horizontal ones, but they either didn't have them the day I was there, I was in a hurry, or I just didn't see them. So I got the vertical ones, and they turned out pretty cute. And everybody loved them, so I guess it was alright. But the little strap comes separate, and there's a hole here, and you just loop that through and then snap the snap, and then you have a nice little pincher to attach it to your shirt. So anyway, I want to show you how I did this coloring. After watching Gina K do a bunch of tutorials with her Bic Mark Its and her Copic blender pen, I was curious if this Tim Holtz Adirondack alcohol blending solution would work the same way. So what I did was I bought his big alcohol pen, and it is designed to fill with the alcohol inks. It has two nibs. It has a small nib on one end, and then it has a large nib on the other end. And you just pull this out with your pliers. You just get a hold of that and pull it out, and you put a few drops in there. I was really excited to find that it worked. My local Michael's is now carrying some of the Copic pens, and so is Hobby Lobby, but just recently. So I got this probably 6 months ago. So anyway, I just want to do a quick little tutorial. Now, normally you're going to use your Memento Black Ink with your alcohol markers, and that's what this is done in. But when I made my little name tags, I brain farted that, and I stamped all of my stamping in StazOn. And so my markers did pick up some of this StazOn ink, as you can maybe see right here in this one, and it smeared that a little bit. So I had to be really careful where I touched on these to not get the black ink up. So we'll see. My Memento pad is getting pretty dull, so we'll try it, and if it doesn't work, we'll use the StazOn. So this is the stamp set that I used for these, so I thought I would go ahead and do the tutorial in that. This is from Stampin'Up's Country Morning set, which I believe is now retired. But it's still just a beautiful little set, and it has all these bottles on it. So they were small enough they would fit on my little tags. So anyway, let's just get on with this and we'll see how it goes. Oh, well, that turned out pretty good. Okay. So I just went in here and I picked a few colors. I'm pretty sure I had a bright pink. And you know what I do when I'm coloring? I just have a piece of scratch with me, and I just test to see. And even though that looks really light here in the color of the marker, that is the color I used. So we used that one. I used the light blue, and I used a couple different colors of purple. There's one. That's probably the lighter purple. Well, that looks kind of like the darker purple. Oh, okay. It may be this other one that looks kind of pink, but it's really purple too. Well, yeah, I think that is right. So we're going to use those, and then dark green, the yellow, and then I did the flower centers of the daisies with this kind of orangey color. So anyway, let's get started. And I just want to show you how quick this goes. So you're just coloring your bottles. Now, I have not taken, well, I've taken one art class, and it was the first year and only year of college that I took. And the teacher thought that we all ought to already know how to shade, and I didn't know a single thing about it because I was one of those band kids, and I grew up in Arkansas, and if you were in band, they didn't make us take art, and they didn't make us take PE because they felt like we were getting enough art in band, I guess. So I just color through here, and I kind of left just, you know, the little highlight on the side, and just really sloppy coloring, not really paying much attention. And don't be afraid to turn your paper. I turn the paper however it's more comfortable for my hand. Okay, so there's our jars. And then the flowers were just really quick, sloppy coloring too. You'll see here, I didn't really pay much attention. And then for the, I don't know what those really are. I thought maybe they were kind of like the hibiscus, not hibiscus, I'll not think of it. But anyway, I just kind of went in here and picked out little bunches and just made my little bunches over here. Just really fast coloring, not really worrying about it. And one more little bit up here that was a bunch. And then I took the other color and then just filled in whatever was left. Just really quick. Going in circles, just really filling in pretty quick. Okay, now we get to do the magic. Now I'm using the big end, the big nib, and you just come in here and swipe a little in the area where you want this to get lighter, and it just bleaches out. It takes the ink away is what it does. It dissolves it. You can kind of go in the neck of the bottle there where you think that naturally would be a little lighter, and just really quick. And by the time you go on to the next one, I tend to do these things in, you know, I'll do all the jars, all the flowers, and then come back and do all of this. And I just love it. I love the way it bleaches that out. And I'll tell you, the backs are just almost as pretty as the fronts. Now, if this gets a little dirty, you can kind of see this is getting some green on it. I just scribble around on my scratch paper. Sometimes I'll even use a baby wipe and just wipe that on a baby wipe. And then just keep going. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. The colors that we used were Pink Flamingo, Summer Melon, Ocean View Blue, Forest Green, Petal Pink, Polynesian Purple, and Yellow Blaze. And on my little name tags, I sponged this in Tempting Turquoise from Stampin'Up. Just the dye, the regular dye-based ink. And I just thought they turned out really cute, but the back, I think, is almost as pretty as the fronts. So sometime I'm going to do a project. See, look at this from this original one. I just think that's so pretty. It's like watercolor. So I just think it's just so natural, so forgiving. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.